Washington, D.C. may be ground zero for America's juvenile crime crisis, but the chaos is coast to coast. Mobs of teens carjacking, beating, even killing folks, walking away without any punishment in some circumstances. Leftists act as if it's all in our head, but tell that to one Las Vegas mother whose son's life was forever altered by a ruthless teen attack. Our crime correspondent Jason Mattera has the special report.
Teen criminals are running wild in D.C. Carjackings, assaults, robberies. And authorities say it's a pattern playing out in cities across America.
I see too much violent crime being committed by young punks.
The culprit? Policies that coddle young offenders and send them right back out to strike again.
Around this country, you saw these far-left prosecutors who were far more interested in their own political career and in putting police officers in prison.
Betsy, I'm told that gangs are actually recruiting juveniles to do their dirty work, knowing that they'll be sent home before dinner.
Older street gang members absolutely use these young kids to commit crimes, knowing that not much is going to happen to them.
In October 2023, Amy Luciano's 15-year-old son, Devin, was brutally beaten by 7 teenagers at a Las Vegas house party. The attack, caught on camera, left him with a traumatic brain injury.
You could hear them stomping and kicking him over and over and over, and you can hear Devin in the video saying, "I'm sorry, please stop kicking me."
Devin's attackers got probation while he lives with physical injuries and nightmares that won't let him sleep.
I was listening to Devin cry in his sleep, and I was trying to comfort him as best as I possibly could. And I would just listen, and I would rub the top of his head, and I would tell him, "It's going to be okay, Devin. You're going to get through this."
Devin's case is just one example of teen violence terrorizing communities from coast to coast, leaving victims and their families demanding that offenders be held accountable, not shielded from punishment.
The juvenile system was more interested in rehabilitating habitual offenders instead of really looking at the totality of the situation and the effects that this was going to have on Devin for the remainder of his life. He was humiliated, embarrassed, shamed, and on top of all of that, he isn't ever going to be the same.
Chris, few things are more infuriating than watching the justice system spit in a victim's face, and that's exactly what happened here with Devin. Amy tells us that when she stood in court delivering her impact statement, the families of the offenders mocked and laughed at her, smug in the knowledge that their teenage kids would walk, and sure enough, they did. Now, Amy's launched a GoFundMe campaign because she's had to cut back from work to manage her son's long road to recovery.
Good grief. Jason, left-wingers in D.C. and beyond, they're out there protesting in favor of crime and criminals. Most Americans don't want to be victims of Democrat-inspired crime. What are some of the concrete steps lawmakers could take to tackle teen crime?
That's a great question, and the answer isn't complicated. Most juvenile courts run on a rehabilitation over punishment philosophy, and that needs to be flipped. Teens, like adults, respond to incentives. If committing a serious crime carries no real risk of punishment, the behavior stays the same. So you raise the stakes, and the behavior will change.